Hello and welcome to Change is Good. My name is Brian. In this video, we'll be hunting another $500 box of half dollars. We'll be looking for silver, proofs, varieties, NIFCs, mint errors, foreign coins, you name it. Let's do a live opening and see what we got. Nothing that screams silver. At least not yet. Let's see what's in the rolls. We're on roll number 2, and we have a variety. Let's go to the scope. Here we have a 1971 Denver. Look at the top left of the eye right here. You can see a little step right here. The bottom left of the eye is also convex versus being straight. The lettering here through the words "in God" is just a little bit thicker than normal. Over here in the word "trust," you can see splits at the bottom legs of the R here and here. The top of the U is also split here and on this side as well. Up here in the letter T in Liberty, it's a bit wider than normal with a pretty wide serif here on the right with some splitting in it. Over here in the letter E, you can see a split right there at the bottom of the middle bar. This is DDO number 14 on Variety Vista. It's a pretty common one you can find when you're hunting. All right, let's get back to it. We're on roll number 9, and it has been a while. It looks 40% to me. Let's see what we got. $69 Denver. Finally got some silver on the board. All right, let's get back to the box. We're on roll number 10. We have a struck through grease error. Let's go to the scope. Here we have the reverse of a 1980 Denver. As you can see, the star here in the bottom is missing. The one to the right is half missing. The fields are missing all the polish marks because of the grease in this area right through here. And the right tail feathers are detail free and very weakly struck, as you can see by the depth compared to this side to this side. Pretty cool. Let's get back to it. We're on the same roll. We have a variety. I'll see you at the scope. Here's the reverse of a regular 1972 Philadelphia. Just notice how thick the lettering is. And look at the bottom serifs of the S's on this side here, on the right and the left. Notice how thin and sharp they are. Now remember that when you look at this example here. Notice how much thicker the lettering is? And the S's have widened serifs at the bottom with splits in them on both sides. You can even see that split on the left here very clearly. And there are also small notches at the bottom right corners of the lettering in the words United and States. This is DDR number 1 on Variety Vista. Let's get back to the hunt. We're on roll number 13. We have our first NIFC of the box. This is a 2005 Philadelphia, minutes of 3.8 million. All right, let's get back to it. We're on roll number 15. I have something to show you under the scope. Here we have a 1971 Denver. As you can see, there's a die crack that runs here above the Y from rim to rim. Had this piece of die broken off, it would have become a cud on the coin, which would have been a raised area of metal right in this area through here. This is known as a pre-cud, the precursor to a cud. Pre-cuds are very common on 1971 Denvers. All right, let's get back to it. We're on roll number 17, and I missed it by the edge. As you can see, it's got pretty dark edges. But we have another silver, 1967. That's two 40%ers. Let's hope there's more. Roll number 19, and we have another variety to look at under the scope. Here we have a 1974 Denver. Notice how thick the lettering is here in the words "in God." Looks kind of puffy. The 1 of the date has a split running from the top right through here. The 9 has a split running right here on the left side on the outside curl. 1 on the inside curl right through here. Over here in the words "we trust," you can see splitting and notching everywhere. Right here on the right side of this T right here is a notch on the upper left of the R right here. The bottom of both legs, and a nice split running right through here on the right leg of the R. The top of U is doubled heavily. S is double with notching at the top. And there's a nice big notch right here on the back of the 4 right there. This is DDO number 1 on Variety Vista, or the FS 101 in the Cherry Picker's Guide. It's a cool variety. Let's get back to it. Roll number 21 is going to be a rerun. Let's go to the scope. Here we have another 1974D FS101, but this one's a little bit more colorful, if you could say that. Same extra thickness, same doubling, same splits. Just a whole lot more colorful. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Let's get back to it. We're on roll number 25, the halfway point. I got something that looks pretty good here. That does not look 40% to me. Let's see what we got. 64, Philadelphia. All right. The box is getting better. Let's keep going. We're on roll number 26. We have another variety. I'll meet you at the scope. Here we have a 1973 Denver. The lettering up here in the words "in God" is a bit thicker than normal, and there are splits here at the top serif of the G right there, and the bottom serif right in here. Over here in the word "trust," you can see a split right here at the bottom right leg of the R right here, and at the top of the U on both sides. This is DDO number 4 on Variety Vista. You can tell it's a variety from the other ones by the mint mark being placed just below the neckline. All right, let's get back to it. We're on roll number 30, and we've got some more silver. Another 40%er. This one's a 68. We'll take it. I'm loving this box. Very next roll. And it's happened again. Let's see what we got. It looks like another 90. This is a 64. Denver. Did I say I'm loving this box? Let's get back to it. We're on roll number 32, and I got something else to show you under the scope. If you remember, we found a 1971D with a pre-cut above the Y on it earlier. Well, here we have another one, but this example has 2 pre-cuts on it. I like it. Let's get back to the hunt. We're on roll number 35, and we have another variety. I'll meet you at the scope. Here we have the reverse of a regular 1971 Philadelphia. Notice the thickness of the letters is normal. The bottom serifs of the S's here are sharp and narrow. Okay? Now remember that when you look at this example. This one's just slightly thicker. Not a lot of difference. But if you look at the bottom serifs of the S's, they're a little bit more rounded with little splits in them down the center. There are also notches at the bottom right corners of lettering over here in the word America, although they're very shallow. This is DDR number 1 on Variety Vista. Let's get back to it. We're on roll number 38, and it's happened again. This time it was at the end of the roll right here. 1967, hidden at the bottom of the roll. I'll take it. Let's keep going. We're on roll number 40. We have another variety. I'll see you at the scope. Here we have 2 1984 Philadelphias. Do you see the difference between the 2 letters here? The one on the left versus the one on the right? The one on the right here is the normal die with the normal shaped T. On the left, you can see the base of the T is much thicker, wider, with a split going right through the center right here. If you go to the letter I in Liberty, you can see the same situation. A thick base on the left versus a regular base on the right. The one on the left is DDO number 1 on Variety Vista or WDDO number 1 on Wexler's.com. All right, let's get back to it. We're on roll number 48, and I have to say, it's been a while since I have found this many 90%ers in a box. Let's see what we got. 64, Denver again. Man, this is a good box. 2 more rolls to go. Let's keep going. Well, the last 2 rolls skunked us, but that's okay. Let's do a recap of this awesome hunt. Well, when you're done hunting a box of half dollars, this is what you want to see. We had a total of 18 finds. We had 7 silvers, 3 of which were 90%ers, 4 40%ers. We had 7 varieties, 1 NIFC, 2 1971D pre-cuds, and a minor Strickler grease coin. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. It won't cost you a single thing, and it will give me a warm and fuzzy feeling inside. Now, if you have any questions or feedback, feel free to leave me a comment in the comment section below, and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. Thank you all again so much. And remember, every coin has a story, and some of those stories are colorful. I'll see y'all again next time.